fantastic conference. And John, thank you for that introduction. Can everybody hear me all right? John mentioned I'm schizophrenic, and I'm proud to be schizophrenic. He mentioned I'm in the Marine Corps. Got any other Marines in here? Yeah! Simple five, brother. How about the airborne? How about the SEALs? Got any in here? How about the Army, Navy, the Air Force? You better in here. That's what it's doing. Guys, it's done.
Go, Mike, because I got to get this on record.
Now, I've given 2,500 talks the last 25 years. Let me correct that. I did one talk 2,500 times last year. But this morning's different.
Just give him the handout.
This morning's real and much. Fifth CIT conference. Well, it's almost, right? The last one, I wasn't at the conference, but I was at the planning committee. The Ritz-Carlton in Atlanta. Dave Lushbaugh, one of the NAMI board members, helped put the CIT International together. He was responsible for getting the hotel. And he thinks big that we ought to have the Ritz-Carlton. So he goes into the Ritz-Carlton and says, how much is the room? They said, oh, that'd be $400 a night. He said, no, we're a charitable organization. How much do you make? $250. No, that's too much. Come down. Thank you. Ritz-Carlton, $250. Please, can you come down? No, can't come down. That's it. $250. She says, oh, all right. But she said, by the way, you charity. What kind of charity are you? He says, we're with NAMI. We advocate for people with serious mental illness, that sort of thing. She says, that'll be $100 a night. $100 a night? What do you mean $100? You said you couldn't possibly come below $250. She says, my sister's got schizophrenia. My sister's got schizophrenia, you see. Well, I know somebody in my family with schizophrenia. And I've been giving these 2,500 talks. I've been trying to tell people, what is this like? What is this schizophrenia like? What are you people like? We had you locked away for all those years. And I'll tell you, you get these movement disorders. We talk to ourselves. We're different. Yeah, well, you're disabled, right? Yeah, we're disabled. Hey, and I always point out, San Antonio, I'm still looking for the first handicapped parking space denotated with a little Haldol pill. Yeah. How you disabled people? We're disabled. What are you doing for us? Oh, you want to know what we're doing for you? Yeah. Well, you schizophrenic, you can't be worth anything. Yeah, well, that's the way it was until we got that Nobel Prize from John Nash. Changed our image a little bit. You see, where we're really valuable to you, as I see it, is when we get bothered by things. Things that may not bother you, or maybe they will bother you, but you don't know why you're bothered. And right now I'm bothered. I'm bothered, confluence of two things are happening. One, this report just came out. More mentally ill persons are in jails and prisons than in hospitals, a survey of the states by E. Fuller Torrey and 5 authors in total. The second one happens to be a Sheriff Aaron Kennard, Executive Director of the National Sheriff's Association. Got any sheriffs in here? So I'm assuming he's speaking for you guys. And another one, Sheriff Don Essling, Seminole County, Florida sheriff. He used to be president of the Sheriff's Association of Florida, and we put Baker's Act in there. And then we got Dr. Richard Lamb, who's got written over 300 books, just resigned for the National NAMI Board. Doesn't like big pharma's money squeezing him. Maybe you read that in the New York Times. And the executive director of our advocacy center. Why would that report bother me? Anybody read this report? Whoa. Well, good. I get to tell you about it. This report points out we got a lot more people in jails and prisons than we do in those mental hospitals. Of course, depending on what state you're in. Arizona and Nevada have 10 times as many in their jails and prisons. North Dakota's got about even Steven. Still, the fact of the matter is, you got mentally ill people in these jails. Now, I'm not naive, maybe I am, but I greatly suspect most of these mentally ill people are not in these jails for skipping church. Yeah. Maybe they did something else. But maybe they even did something dangerous. Maybe they hurt somebody. When I first got my doctorate, I came out, I wasn't telling anybody I'm schizophrenic. They put me in Ohio's largest psychiatric hospital, They put me in with the dangerous guy. That was a combination of forensic patients, and not guilty by reason of insanity, the trial incompetent, trial restorable, Asherman Act sex offenders, but those weren't the dangerous ones. The dangerous ones were called the civils. The civils were so dangerous, never went to court. No criminal charges again. Everybody knew these guys would do dangerous. We just put them in there. I was a psychologist administrator on this unit. Made some friends there. I'm going to tell you about 3 of those friends. One named Oliver. One named James. And one named Isaiah. Now, Oliver, young man, 30-ish, light skin, African American, always was in restraint. Always. Why do we have Oliver in restraint? Always. Well, Oliver wants to be. Why does Oliver want to be? Because Oliver's a golden glove boxer. Remember that story about Muhammad Ali? Said he was so fast he could turn off the light switch at night and be in bed before it got dark. Oliver was faster than Muhammad Ali. Nice guy you ever want to see, big eyes. And every now and then, pah! Staff had the broken jaw. Somebody broke something. Solution to this was to have Oliver in those straps, because that would happen, and nobody'd see it coming. We loved Oliver. But it's a bit of a problem, particularly when the lawyers came in and said, you can't have somebody in restraints all the time. Well, really? That was Oliver. Then there was James. Now, James is 300 pounds, up in the South. I don't think he got out of the 3rd grade. And he didn't say much. But when he did say something, he got people's attention, because what he would say, usually to a new staff member, when a young female social worker, get her sort of cornered when nobody's looking, and say, I killed my mother, I killed my brother, and now I'm going to kill you. And he had killed his mother. And he had killed his brother. But this was just James's way of introducing himself. Had Oliver, we had James, we had Isaiah. Yes, the naked prophet. Isaiah, Nice guy. Sit there on the ward. What's a nice guy like this doing a ward with all these violent fighters? Stomps dogs to death. He's killed 3 people. Sets the place on fire. What's a nice guy like Isaiah doing here? And then one day, I happened to go by and friendly touched Isaiah on the shoulder. Bam! I'm against the wall. I mean, I'm like this. Come on. My head against the wall. I'm going, Isaiah. I didn't mean anything. Help me. I don't know where Isaiah and John, James and Oliver and my other friends are now. I left there 30 years ago. I know we don't have that ward anymore. I know we don't have a ward at State Hospital for the civils. I mean, I have civil, but not these civil. Now, where are they? Where are my civil friends? Anybody here work in jail? Yeah. Thank you for taking care of my friends. We got a bit of a problem here. The jails, prisons, as I say over and over again, 95% of those of us who were or would have been in those state hospitals are now out. And the number in the jails has gone from, jails and prisons gone from 25,000 to 350,000 in the last 30 years, including Isaiah, James, Oliver. Now, what's the problem now? What's the problem? The jails do a good job. They're tough guys. We got our Chief James, Summit County, out here at number 2 in the Mr. Clean contest when he was a young man. Yeah, tough. They can take care of the problem. They can take care of the problem no matter how tough they are. They got ways to take care of them. Unless one dies. Now we might have 100,000 people die a year from mistakes in hospital. Nobody's putting those doctors on trial. But that mistake in the jail, we all know Rodney King, policemen can't make mistakes. How dare you say that, Fred Frese? How dare you say that? Summit County is the best place in the country for mental health services. We got the best CIT, we got the best mental health court, we got sequential intercept, we got the best center, we got the medical school. We are the leading place in the entire country. We've got a problem. We got a problem. Now, enough of this screaming. This is I'm supposed to be your closing stand-up schizophrenic here. I got to tell some jokes. So let me go over. I actually got into this because of church. 25, 30 years ago, I wouldn't tell anybody I had schizophrenia. I was the psychology director at Ohio's largest psychiatric hospital. But in church, you got to do, they get you off, and you have to do these witnesses. And I decided I was going to witness that I'd actually been locked up and with schizophrenia, put away as insane. And you weren't supposed to tell people what you heard in this church there, but called witnessing. But somebody must have heard. About the same time, this gal, Pamela Hyde, just appointed by Mr. Obama to be the head of SAMHSA here, $3 billion a year. At the time, she was the director of mental health in Ohio. She just changed the law. Said all 88 of our counties, our mental health funding boards had to have a recovering person sitting on that board. Wonderful law, but who's going to get up there and say they got mental illness to sit on the board?